Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stormworks update video. In this video, we're covering the update as of yesterday, which was 0.8.19. As always, we'll go over the new features and changes that we made, and finally we'll test a few of them out here in the world of Stormworks. Now, if you're enjoying these videos, comment below and let me know what else you'd like to see in any of my future videos. While you're there, don't forget that like and subscribe button and make a little bell icon to know about my upcoming content as soon as it gets posted. So all said, let's get straight into it and get started with this week's updates. So to start with this week's update, we have finally gotten two brand new components that a lot of players have been asking for a really long time, and I'm really happy to see they've gotten add these in this week. This is going to be the radar, along with that is also the sonar. Now these are two really cool components, as I just said. The first one obviously being a radar. This works pretty straightforward. Obviously we'll need a little bit of mathematics to get going with the new Lewis scripts and so on and so forth, but pretty much how it is you have two inputs. You have a facing angle. This will be the angle that it actually looks at. This is the one angle that you're going to be doing to spin the radar internally. We also have a field of view. The field of view obviously is going to increase the size of which it will detect things. So you can obviously leave it at 0.01 if I'm correct, and you can go all the way up to 0.125. We have an example I'll show you in a couple of minutes, and I'll show you what that looks like. Along with that, you have some outputs. The first output you're going to have is the target distance. So from where the radar is to where it actually detects anything. That's pretty cool. It has a max range of 5,000, so that's quite cool too. We also have a target angle, so the angle depending on which axis you are. So for example, we're on ground, and then you can angle it up depending on what angle is detecting that. So that's nice. We also have the target found. This is just an on-off, and that will obviously send an on signal if it detects something. Along with that, we have the sonar. Pretty much works exactly the same way. The only difference is this obviously is used to detect things under water, whereas the radar is detect things above the ground. So just a little bit different there. As I said, I've got an example just over here in front of me. We've got a little crate that we're going to be moving around, and I'll show you how that works. Along with that, we also have the radar itself. We have two actual displays here, digital displays. Those digital displays are detecting the distance and also the angle. And then we have the input for the angle and also the field of view. And lastly, we have a little light there to tell us if it's detecting anything or not. And spawning in this example, you can see we have just the little crate just here in the front of us. We also have our actual sonar, and that's just connected obviously to these dials that we have. Now moving on from there, we have the actual field of view. Now currently you can see the field of view is on 0, which means it's only detecting on one single axis. Very small limited field of view there. You can actually increase this out, so I'm going to increase it to 0.1. You can see now it's actually detecting a little bit better, and we can increase it all the way out to 1.25. So you can see it's going to continue to increase the side of the field of view. Now you can drop that back down to 0. Okay, so you can see very limited field of view. I'm going to go and move this crate just a little bit off to the side here. Along with that is we have the angle. So currently it's facing that way. We can actually get it to turn. So I'm going to go and do a negative 0.5. Okay, and that should, I think if I'm correct, it's facing that direction now. It could actually be facing me again, but let's see. Let's just move it around here and let's try and get in front of it. And yeah, you can see it's just blinking as we move across it. Let's increase the field of view. So let's get our field of view to 0.1. You can still see the lights off. Let's go and walk in front of it, and you can see the light is now turned on. Okay, so that's our field of view there. Now, if we actually leave this, you can go and move this, and I'm going to place it right here in the middle. I'm going to walk away, and you can see it's detected that object there. It will detect anything that's not on part of the same body as the radar. Okay, so if you have anything else that's a different creation, it will go and detect it. It will also detect people. So that's pretty cool and pretty interesting. There's nothing much else to it. As I said, you will need quite a lot of Lewis scripts and things to get this working and actually connect it up to a radar itself. I will be doing a tutorial on that coming very soon, but this is pretty much the basics. I'm really happy to see they've gone and added this component and also the sonar in. It's something that's really been requested, and people have been waiting for this for a really long time. So yeah, so that's it for this week's update. If you want to see a full list of changes and fixes, make sure to go check out the announcement in the Stormworks official Discord server. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it some entertaining and informative as always, and we'll see you in the next one.